Hi everyone, this is Michaela and I'm actually doing this ruffled bikini and I've just filmed the bottoms part and now I'll be filming the tops part. So I've got my top prepared, the lining and the lycra, and I went ahead and I've already I've already pinned my pieces. So yeah, practically you're placing your you should be placing your lycra on top of on the lining. This is my right side of the fabric, and the lining which is showing on inside is as well on the right side of the fabric. This top is obviously made ruffled, but to create the top channel, the strap channel, I've the pattern made is actually made to be folded inside. I will be showing you just in a minute. So to create the strap channel, I will be folding it on the inside like this, and this is how the strap channel will be created. In case you do not want to make it like this and you prefer to practically make two long parallel stitches and have this as your strap channel, then I recommend you to remove about 1 centimeters to cut away from the bottom part. So the first things first, I'm going to go to my serger. Like I say, if you do not have a serger, you can always use your normal sew machine by using a zigzag stitch. So I'm going to my serger and I'm just going to serge the bottom part. Like this. So then afterwards it's easier to create the strap channel. Okay, and I'm actually going to leave the other part of the top for later because I wanted to show you how to already start the construction. So I'm going ahead to my other serger. I do have two sergers, one is industrial and one is not. Like I've explained it already in the video of the bottoms, I've got my settings already prepared. So the thread, I'm only working with one needle. I've got the thread on 4, and I'm using polyester threads in both part the looper species. Of course you can always use a woolly nylon, but you can also use a polyester. This is always optional. So I've got 4, just a little less, 4, just a little over 4. And as for the settings, I've got no knife. The knife is disabled. The stitch width is on 5. You can make it smaller or bigger, depends how thick you want the border. And then I've got my stitch length, really the smallest, and the differential feed is on the highest, right? So I'm going to start and I'm going to show you. This top is so easy and so fast to make, so beautiful as well, and it's becoming more and more popular again in 2025. So what I'm practically doing, I'm holding with one hand the fabric, both lining and the lycra, and I will be pulling it from the from here. I'm pulling it on the outside and I'm pulling it, so it's both pulling in the same time. So I create this waving, this beautiful waving. So look already how beautiful starts to wave. And actually for the ends, you have two ways. You can either go and finish this bit and then restart again, or you can go in a circle. I prefer to go in a circle, so I'm just slightly lifting my foot to adjust. And here it is. Well, each side of the top is being created in the same way. So I've shown it already before. When I'm cutting my little ends, I also like give them a little burn so that the thread doesn't come unraveled. So I do this like that. I'll give a little like this. And here, just a little bit. So look how beautiful it looks already. I'm in love. And now I'll be adding the elastic all in one. It's going to be a very fast video, almost. And I'll be starting it from the bottom. I'm using a transparent kind of like latex elastic. You can also use a braided elastic in case you don't have the transparent elastic. They are both as good, but as durability, they say the transparent or the latex elastic, they are the ones which they last a little longer. So I'm adding now the elastic, and I just placed it under my foot. I'm having the zigzag stitch on 3 and 3. And as you can see, I do not have any elastic guider. I'm just guiding it by hand. I'm stitching it about centimeters from the border, and I pull, literally feeling it. So look already how beautiful is being ruched. And here as well, I like to go in a circle. Of course, you can start and stop whenever you feel like you're not handling it very well. So as you can see, I'm not going very fast. Because I do not want to go out of my line of elastic, so I take my time. This is the result. Look how beautiful it looks. And next, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to show you how you can do this ruffled edge with just your normal sewing machine. So you'll be placing your piece of fabric, and just with your normal sewing machine, turn the stitch length really on minimum, and the stitch width should be like around 2, maybe a little over 2.5, right? And the fabric should be like placed on the edge, right? So we are not sewing and we are doing the border, right? then I do a few stitches, and then the same. The same like you did with your serger, you have to be pulling, but this time you're only pulling towards you because the machine is feeding already. So you can see the nice beautiful border. Of course, it doesn't have exactly the same look because this is a professional machine and it's just a normal sew machine, but it's very, very achievable. You can do even the edge a little bigger, so then it's a little thicker and more visual. Okay, so now I'll be doing my, I'm going to attach my spaghetti straps. I've got already my spaghetti straps sewn and cut. There is a different video which I recorded just for the spaghetti straps. So I would please ask you to watch the video on how to create the spaghetti straps, and I'm going to show you how I'm attaching my spaghetti strap to the top. So I've just placed it in the center. I've got my zigzag stitch, which will be on 3, about that. Okay, so I'm just doing a zigzag stitch, and I go over a few times so it's really well secured. So yeah, look how beautiful it looks on the other side. Very professional. Yeah. And now I'm going to go, actually no, sorry. Now I'm going to fold over my, fold inside my top, and this time I'm going to use a straight stitch. If you wish, you can pin like this. So I'm folding around a centimeter, a little less than a centimeter, like around a centimeter. I'm folding it inside like this. And I will be creating the strap channel right now. So I fold it like this. I don't want my edge to be very, very wide. Okay, and now I just literally go over and I'm holding, as you can see, I'm holding my finger underneath, so the fabric is not rolling by any chance. Just go ahead and trim this little edge over here. I find it too much. Okay, so the strap channel is already made, and I'm going ahead and going to introduce it like I've already said it when I've created the spaghetti straps. I've already shown you that the way I'm introducing or turning the straps, I'm always using my loop turner. So I'll be doing the same for this. It's so much quicker. All right. So here's your top. Of course, when it's worn, it's much more, it's going to be stretched like this, of course, but you still can see the beautiful waving around. So if you have any questions, please feel free to write me. I'm always very happy to help you. And if not, I wish you happy sewing.